Thank you for joining us at mycloudbi.com. I'm going to, starting from mycloud-bi.com, I'm going to log in and I'm going to build a business intelligence solution, and then I'm going to build my first report. So here we go. Client login. I'm going to log in. This is my credentials. When I do so, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my data packages. And as you can see, I've built data packages before, but I'm going to build a brand new one. Just going to go new data package, give it a name. I'm going to specify a file and go next. Here's where I upload my file. The file that I'm going to be uploading is a file that has a datetime field in it for the ability for me to slice and dice by year, quarter, month, and so on. In fact, let me just do a quick to show you. This is what the file looks like. So this is important. Datetime field, I called it time. I got a sales field, so these are going to be my metrics. These are the things I'm going to aggregate across time. I've also gone in and renamed all my columns exactly the way I want to see them. Now, things like category ID, I know that they're here, product ID, customer ID. I may or may not necessarily need those, but they're there. It doesn't matter if they are here in the file. You can always unselect them when you're building your solution. So from here, I'm going to upload. That's done. You have to specify a sheet. I know that it's sheet 1 that I need. I'm going to go next. From here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tabs. The first one, you leave alone. The second one, you go to attributes. You select all the columns that you want to be able to slice and dice with. Here's where I don't really care for customer ID. I don't care for category ID, for product ID. And so I select everything that is not a measure that I care to slice with, and here they are. Now, if I do want to make any changes, let's say that product category, I wish to call it just category. I can always highlight and change it here, but you know, like I said, it's good practice to just name everything at your source properly. And the next step is to go to the measures. Here we know we're not going to be using category ID and product ID. They're not metrics per se, but they are numeric, so it just detects all the numeric fields. I'm going to uncheck these, and for sales, I'm just going to click on it, and I'm going to say that I just want you to sum. I don't want you to count my sales or find me my minimum or my maximum or my distinct count. I just want you to sum them up. And here I can pick a default format string of my choosing, or I can just go right into custom, and pound, comma, pound, pound, pound will give me no decimal places with a 1,000 separator. The next thing I do is I go to my time dimension. I give it a name. Notice that this was the name of the column in the source file. I just replicate the name here. Don't worry about these. You're going to get these by default, so you don't have to check or uncheck. Geography is just a way of being able to create a special drill down dimension from a geographical perspective. So I'm just going to select all the different fields that I know are part of my geography, and maybe all I want is region and drilling down to city. But in this case, I'm even going to include the customer name in it. I'm going to go next. And now from here, you have to, you know, the way that it's been brought in, you just have to keep in mind that this is an actual drill down path as well. It's not just a selection of the columns. I actually want region to be the first on my hierarchy. Then when I drill down from region, I want to see the city. So I'm just kind of maneuvering these things around. And then I go save and process. And here it says that the package is being processed. I'm just going to go close. And there's BI Solution 3. Now, if I want to create a report, I click here on Create Report. And as soon as I do that, I'm here. There's my BI solution that I've built. I'm just going to go Add. And I have these horizontal icons. The first one basically allows me to see the data source that I'm connecting to, which is just this particular solution that I built. actually, I apologize. I've actually built BI Solution 3. There it is. So I'm going to right-click this and remove the cube and actually add this one. So I'm going to go Add. There it is. I'm going to click this to close my data source window, and now I'm ready to start building my report. I end up with these two dimensions that are in my default. Under geography, I end up with these three things plus my geography hierarchy. That's what the triangle tells me. And here I got times, and I've got all of those different metrics that I said before. Now, how you build a report is you've got filters, rows, columns, and measures. So here's your measures. Expand, drag your sales in, like so. I now have my sales. I can now bring in the product category if I want to, like this. I can now go in and say, let's bring in the year, quarter, month, day hierarchy. Let's bring it here. And there's my years, there's my product categories. I can now take my product name and drag it just to the right of the product category. There you go. So now I have the ability to expand, like so. Or I can do a specific drill down on beverages by clicking on the label, beverages. Click there. Notice that the rest of the categories are gone, and I've done a very specific drill down, or a branch drill down. If I click on the up arrow here, I'm back up again. And if I expand, I can still see the other ones, but I can still look at these ones. From here, I have the ability, if I like, to create, say, a chart. So from the pivot table, I can move over to the second icon, go to Create Chart, and I can say, you know what, create a chart to the right. I want it to be a bar chart. Click OK, and from here, it actually creates my chart. It's just going to take a second to render that. And there it is. Now I have my chart. And at this point, I have the ability to, it's called Report 1, and I have the ability to save it. When I click on Save, I can save it under My Reports, which is the same thing as My Documents on your computer. It's specific to you so nobody else sees it. Mind you, the free version of mycloudbi.com, which is the one that you're using, whether you put it in My Reports or not, it doesn't really matter. It's only one user per company that can use this anyway. Click on this, and I can go under Shared Reports, and I can put it under MyCloud. In my case, I can put it under mycloudbi.com. Click OK. And now I've saved the report. Now I can close the report from here. I can go back. I can go to Shared Reports. And in here, I can go into mycloudbi.com. And there's the report I just built. I click it. I open it up. If I wish to, move this around, let's say I want to move it down here, I do so. Now it's on the bottom, like so. If I save it again, it's done. I close the report. I open it, and now it's here. And that is how easy it is to build one. Now from here, you can click on Export to PowerPoint, Export to PDF, Export to Excel. And in the enterprise version, you can actually subscribe to these reports, so they can be sent to you by email directly by the system on a scheduled basis. If you're hard of seeing, you can click to expand so you can see a little bit better. And those are really the main features of this platform. I hope you get a lot of value out of it, and I thank you for taking the time to look at mycloudbi.com. It's actually mycloud-bi.com. I apologize for that. And feel free to reach out to us by going to our website for more information. Thank you.